We've prepared a special ritual for you.
The authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
I've been thinking about Capcom a lot lately. The developer has had sort of a resurgence in recent years with amazing games like Monster Hunter World, Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Devil May Cry 5. With the recent rumors that the developer-publisher has announcements coming for Tokyo Game Show, I decided I wanted to do a predictions video. Now before I jump in, I do want to shed a little light on the leak that actually happened. Apparently, Capcom is going to be announcing Project Resistance. It's going to be some type of co-op shooter that takes place within the Resident Evil universe. I don't know if it's going to be called Resident Evil Resistance or whatever, but as of right now, the name is Project Resistance, which sounds like a code name, so I'm not sure if that'll end up being the final name for the game. But sadly, all the leaks and rumors have suggested that it's not coming to the Nintendo Switch, which I guess makes sense if it's going to be a very graphically demanding shooter, but it makes me sad nonetheless. I'm honestly surprised Capcom is still trying to do these multiplayer-focused Resident Evil games. I can't think of any of them that have been received like really well, so it's just really weird that they keep making them. But honestly, I haven't looked into the sales of these games, maybe they're doing pretty well. But anyway, one game that I would love to see, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if Nintendo could work this out as an exclusive, is Resident Evil Revelations 3. Now this is sort of a spin-off series, but it's still pretty much part of the main series. It uses all the characters from the main series in these games. Of course, Resident Evil Revelations came to the 3DS verse as an exclusive, and then it would later come to other platforms in an HD version, and then its sequel, Revelations 2, was a multi-platform game. Anytime I get the chance to talk about Resident Evil Revelations, I just have to say how much I love that game. The original Revelations, absolutely adored it on 3DS, and then I replayed it on Wii U, and then I recently replayed it on PS4. It's, in my opinion, the closest thing we've gotten to Resident Evil 4 since Resident Evil 4, and RE4 is one of my favorite games of all time. While I do think Revelations 2 was a significant step down from the original, I still had fun with it. I thought the story was interesting, I liked its linearity, and I loved seeing familiar faces. It just didn't really wow me. Now, if you'll notice, Revelations 1 and 2 aren't very graphically impressive. I assume it's because this spin-off series isn't done by the main Resident Evil team, and it's more of a side project at the studio. And with me not being much of a graphics guy, I would love to see Revelations 3 on Nintendo Switch. We know Nintendo is reaching out to companies trying to get games as exclusives. Astral Chain and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 are two examples of games that could have come to other platforms as well, but Nintendo nabbed them as exclusives, likely from them publishing and funding the games. Nintendo and Capcom have worked closely in the past to develop exclusive Zelda games for the Game Boy, and not to mention Revelations 1, as it originally was a 3DS exclusive, and I would love to see them do that again with Revelations 3 on Nintendo Switch. I think every platform needs a healthy balance of exclusives, and Nintendo has been knocking it out of the park in 2019, and getting an exclusive like Revelations 3 in 2020 would be a huge deal in my opinion. While I would love to see Revelations 3 be a more horror-focused single-player game like the original, if they decided to go the co-op route once again, this could be an exclusive game for Nintendo to promote their online service. As weird as it might sound, when a game is an exclusive, people tend to show more care toward it, whereas if Revelations 3 was to come to every platform, I don't think that much people would care, but if Nintendo nabbed it as an exclusive, it would end up on a lot of people's radar. Now I know what you're thinking, of course, this is a Nintendo channel, you're just begging for exclusives. No, I don't really care, I play every console. I just think Nintendo really needs to diversify their catalog of exclusive games. And with recent games like Ultimate Alliance 3 and Astral Chain, along with Link's Awakening and Daemon X Machina, they're trying to diversify, so getting a horror game as an exclusive would be very un-Nintendo and a very smart move in my opinion. That's pretty much all my thoughts on the table. I really hope and want Capcom to announce Resident Evil Revelations 3 during the 2019 Tokyo Game Show. But be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Is this a game that you would like to see in the future? Do you think this game exists at all? I mean, they could have abandoned the Revelations series, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised given how positive the reception has been with 2 and Resident Evil 7. Let me know everything down in the comments section below. I'll talk to you guys later.